Hey, what's up, guys? It's Trey G, the journalist who had a beat, and we're live here at C2E2. Next to me is former Chicago Bears player and Protector creator, Idonije. How are you doing today?
I'm good. Thanks for having me on the show.
Thank you so much for this interview.
Thank you.
All right, so as we know, you're a former Chicago Bears player, but you're also an avid comic book reader. So to the fans out there, what was some of your favorite comic books like reading when you were young and up to now?
Well, you know what? My first comics I got, someone donated to my family when I was 13 years old, was the Green Hornet comics. So my parents actually made us read an hour every day. We had to read, and I did not love reading. So someone brought these comics. I was like, you know what? I'm going to read these comics, and that's for me where it started. I started collecting, and as a kid, I loved Iron Man, Spider-Man, X-Men. And my comics were like gold. I have two younger brothers. Like, it was, no one could touch my comics, and they were all in pristine condition, and it was just something I really enjoyed doing. I had a paper route, so I'd do my little paper route job and ride my BMX down to the comic shop, every week and go in there and read and pick up comics. And that's just, a young kid and enjoying getting away into these stories that I loved. And then 2007, I created the Protectors, and even getting into like the professional life, I kind of got away. I mean, I still have a lot of books just boxed and hanging out, but I hadn't taken time to just sit down and read like I used to. It's kind of grew away. And then 2007, when we jumped back into creating the Protectors, it's just been a lot of fun reconnecting, being involved and growing relationships with some incredible creators. And so recently, Ron Mars, when he joined our team, I read his whole series of Artifacts, and that was like incredible that this guy just created this out of his mind, just sat down and created this entire incredible universe. So it's just it's been great, and just learning about new stories, new things, unique stories out there.
Nice. So this is not your first year at C2E2, not at all, right?
Sixth year.
Sixth year. And speaking of six, this will be the 6 issues, right? 6 issues of the Protectors comic book. Can you explain a little bit more about that? Yeah,
so this is our 6th issue. It's our trade. We've taken the 0 through 5. And the story ultimately is the origin story of the athlete. 2007, when I said, I want to create this story about the athlete and their origin, I wanted it to be a little bit deeper than just, hey, these athletes that we all love. So it really, in the story, all these great athletes in our world, their ability in sport, what makes them great in sport, is really a byproduct of a greater gift that they were given to save humanity from this dark force in the story that is the dissenters. The dissenters in our world today control all of us, the human race, and we don't know that they're really a dark force, but through politics, media, and religion, they're working to subjugate humanity. The Protectors have to stop that.
Wow. So I also wanted to know about the main characters. So what was some of the inspiration for some of these characters? Was it some of your former colleagues, or yeah?
Well, so Isaac Chike is like the main guy, the football player, and we wanted to have characters from a spectrum of different sports. So we have football, baseball, hockey, soccer, basketball, and we'll add some additional sports as we go along in this next arc. And then as far as the main character, Isaac, a little bit of a reflection to my own story and kind of my journey, being Liberian. I was born in Lagos, Nigeria. And then just all the other characters, we just kind of just sat down and just created based on the sport and people, maybe some people we knew. And just wanted to have really a great team where everybody had really unique personalities. Douglas, who's the basketball player, a kid from Chicago, he reluctantly, in the end of the story, he's like, you know what, all right, I'll use my gifts to fight with the Protectors. So it's been a great ride, and we're excited to have the whole first story wrapped into a trade that fans can now enjoy.
Nice. So I also hear that today there's going to be a Street Fighter tournament.
Yeah.
So is Street Fighter your go-to fighter, or? Are you good?
No, you know what? I'm not very good at Street Fighter. I used to play a lot, but my games growing up, I used to play a ton of Warcraft. I was a big Metal Gear Solid, Siphon Filter. Those were my games. And, you know, I played a little bit of Street Fighter. I think we all did, you know. But this Street Fighter 5 is the release in here today. So we have, like, Anthony Adams, you know, Rashid Davis, Garrett Wolf, some of the former guys are going to come. And we're being challenged by some fans who are probably some official players. So we got our work cut out for us.
All right. So where can fans from around the world find the Protectors?
Yeah, so if you go to athletacomics.com, we'll have the full trade on there, and we'll have, you know, a bunch of the other stuff, the lithos, and you know, ultimately we'll be, hopefully soon here, we'll be on Amazon, so you can go down and you can get the trade there as well. And you know, it's been a great ride. If you are looking for a story that's really a big story that's more than about sports, it's about understanding that we all have gifts, we all have abilities, and you got to make a choice every day. Like, am I gonna fight for good? That's what the story's about. Pick it up, check it out, let us know what you think.
All right, thank you. You heard it here first. Israel Idonije, the Protectors. JournalistWAB Beat, out.